Tonight, from San Diego, California, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Brooklyn Bulls.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they bring out their punter. Back deep here, Andre Roberts. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback from UCLA. It's Josh Rosen.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Now Rosen on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 55 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind, he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
From the 24, Rosen. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run, Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll set them back 5. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Rosen will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with Patterson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And that will get me off target and incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Geno now to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. This from 54 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 3rd down, Rosen. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Gino on 1st down. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Smith. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Robinson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
2nd down, Peterson again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rosen to throw on third down. Here's a screen to Powell. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On 2nd and 7, Rosen caught here left side by Brett. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 3 yards remain for second down. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he's taken down inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, it's Rosen. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Rosen to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second down and goal. Rosen firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Andre Roberts, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bulls are an extra point away from taking the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Aftershocks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Roberts got it. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Throwing again, it's Rosen.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He'll drop this down to Peterson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. Baker Mayfield leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. A field goal the difference, a tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast off.
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He'll air this one out for Boyd, and that is incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, Patterson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 2nd down, Peterson. Yeah, nothing, that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Rosen. He completes it to Boyd. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. On the punt, 2 on the return. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 41, Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Smith. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 25 on 2nd down, Rosen. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Peterson, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rosen. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now it's Rosen looking. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Rosen looking to throw. Finds Roberts left side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Peterson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bulls are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And throw right side complete to Parker. That catch good for only a couple. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now Geno. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Rosen on 1st and 10. Roberts with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Rosen to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And off comes to Peterson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen under pressure. They got him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Peterson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Right back to him on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the 3-yard line. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. So Josh Rosen in the offense. Down by 2. Just over 1:40 to play. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Here's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He has Britt over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Caught by Sanu. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Rosen to throw. Britt's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Rosen. He gets this one to Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Rosen saying, let's go, guys, faster. Clock is running here. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won. And fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for our visitors, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, this loss really hurts their playoff chances as they drop to 7-8 with 2 games left. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.